Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. In this video, let's look closely at the EOS R10. This is Canon's new mid-range mirrorless camera, and this is perfect for the traveler, vlogger, and family photographers, or the creative photographer who is just starting to shoot as a beginner. In this video, we'll look around the R10 and some of its key features, which I think you need to know before you get your hands on this camera. When you pick up the camera, one of the things you notice it is its weight. It's a lightweight and compact camera compared to others in the segment. Even with its competition, it's not much bigger than Canon's EOS M50 or EOS M50 Mark II. Even with the smaller size, the grip feels great in hand, and all the dials on the top are easily accessible. On the back of the camera, we have a flip-out 3-inch LCD screen with full touch controls. You can quickly flip it out and back while putting it in your bag for the safety of the screen. On the back, we have an autofocus joystick. And with the help of this joystick, you can move your focus point super easy. On the top, you can see the multifunction shoe. You can also find the same on EOS R3. It is compatible with a new range of accessories, which is small yet powerful and light in weight. All the accessories are powered by the camera's battery rather than having a separate battery, making the accessories heavy and bulkier. On the top, you have all the controls and dials, and many options are built into this body, which is excellent for the camera of this price range and segment. On the side, you can see the options for HDMI and USB Type-C for charging, and they can also be used for data transfer. There is also an input for a remote controller and an external microphone. On the front, you can see a new feature introduced in EOS R10, which is the switch for manual and autofocus, in case you need to switch between auto and manual focus. A customizable button can also be assigned to your personal preferences, which is at the front of the camera so that you can quickly access certain features. On the camera, we have RFS lenses that offer higher quality, speed, and operation thanks to outstanding optical technology and design. We have the kit's RFS 18 to 150mm f/3.5 to 6.3 STM lens. Their RFS lenses are built specially to get the most out of the APS-C sensor camera. But even if you want to upgrade to the full-frame sensor in the future, you can also use these lenses on those cameras. Finally, at the bottom of the camera, you can see the battery slot and the memory card slot. EOS R10 uses the LPE17, and the same battery is used in many other DSLRs and mirrorless cameras. So if you are upgrading to the EOS R10, you can use your old battery in this camera, which is a good part of this camera. Now that's it about the outside of the camera. Let's jump over to the features of this camera, which make this an excellent option to choose, even if you shoot stills or a video. The R10 and the Enthusiast Level R7 are the first APS-C sensor cameras from Canon in the new EOS R system. APS-C sensor sometimes refers to a crop sensor camera, which makes this body super lightweight and a thing in design. But still, it can capture beautiful images and videos. With the EOS R10, we have a lot of features introduced in the APS-C cameras for the very first time in the camera industry at a more accessible price point. Subject tracking is one of the most advanced features we may notice on a crop sensor body. And it is revolutionary for those who shoot moving subjects. Whether it's animals, humans, or vehicles you are capturing. This camera can detect various subjects and track them as they move through the frame, ensuring you get a very sharp focus where you want, whether in video mode or photo mode, to get crisp and clear footage. And suppose you are shooting fast-moving subjects like wildlife or racing sports. In that case, the R10 can continuously shoot up to 23 frames per second to capture the exact moment you want to in full-resolution raw images without losing the quality at all, and the R10 will even adjust autofocus and auto-exposure between every shot along with the raw burst setting mode. There are half a seconds of pre-shooting. In this mode, the R10 will not only capture 23 frames per second, but it will also capture all of the action half a second before you press the shutter button. With this mode, you will never feel like you just missed the shot. Very useful for wildlife photographers. There is much for videographers in the EOS R10. You can now capture videos at max 4K 60p for incredibly high-quality movies. You can also slow things down and shoot at full HD 120 frames per second for a cinematic slow motion look in your footage. There are also a few features that are built into the EOS R10, which make content creating an easy task, like panorama shot mode lets you capture a series of images that are combined for you in the camera itself, so no more software like Photoshop, and anything like that is required for the purpose. And now you can capture the beautiful landscapes in the camera itself. You can also use it when shooting vertically, for example, shooting a tall building or a tower into the shot. For macro photographers, there is a feature built in called focus stacking. This feature will take a series of images at slightly different focal points and deliver a beautiful image full of detail that is impossible to capture in one frame. For many people, this might be their first mirrorless camera, and they might be shooting with a DSLR. They will find a big difference in the viewfinder, as they have an electronic viewfinder instead of an optical viewfinder in the DSLRs they use. The electronic viewfinder has a special mode called OVF viewfinder to assist make this thing easier. This will adjust the properties of the viewfinder to make it perform more like an optical viewfinder found in a traditional DSLR camera. Don't get fooled by the size of the EOS R10. This camera is a power pack of tech, which was earlier available in pro-level bodies. Here, let's wind up this video. Get your hands on these cameras as soon as possible. Visit the local store and check this out. If you like this video, press the subscribe button and the bell icon for more updates. I will see you soon with a new video. Till then, stay safe and stay healthy.